From a very, very young age, I knew a lot about the Bible. And so I really began to think that that is what faith looked like. That being a Christian meant knowing Bible verses off by heart, being able to sing songs at church with your eyes closed, not having to read off the screen, and being able to answer all the questions in Sunday school. And that really, for me, is what I thought it was all about. My dad is a pastor, and so what that means is that growing up, I've been surrounded by church. It's been a really big part of my life, and one of the blessings that comes with that is that people have been praying for me from before I was born, perhaps even more so than for a regular person. And that's a really exciting thing, and something that I think I've really noticed looking back in my life. And I think that was just because of the nature of growing up in that kind of context, is that everyone looked to me to know the answers, and I kind of felt a bit of pressure when that was the case. When I was in around year 7, I went along to this conference called KIC in the Blue Mountains, run by KCC, and that was a really revolutionary time for me because one of the speakers, Sam Chan, you might have heard of him, was preaching on the idea of adoption, and that you could be adopted into God's family. And that was really, really big for me because it kind of changed my perception of God and who He was. No longer was it like God is my father, He is my dad. And I know that they're the same word, really, but I just feel like the word dad is so much more personal, and it really changes how I understood Him. From there, God was revealing to me that it wasn't about how much I knew, and actually He doesn't really care about that. But what He does care about is having a relationship with Him. And so what that meant was that my life changed. And no longer was I living trying to impress God or impress those around me. Actually, I was just trying to love God with my life. And His Spirit was working through me in that. And one of the verses that's really been big for me in that is Revelation 4:11, and I actually have it on this wrist thing here to remind me. And it says that you are worthy, our Lord and God, to receive glory and honor and power, for you created all things, and by your will they were created and have their being. And that's just a really powerful reminder to me that God is worthy of my love, He's worthy of my praise, He's worthy of honor, and so the way that I live my life should be shaped by that because I love Him, not because of rules or trying to be impressive, but because He is my dad.